And hello everyone, and we're back for Katawa Shoujo. That was an unusual thing. I don't know. We started recording and it went back to that. It's fine. Just show you guys, where we were. Oh, maybe. Oh, that might be it. I think, yeah, you guys don't want to hear about it. If I we're straight back in the Katawa Shoujo. And anyway, the gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, this one especially so. The red bricks, black wrought iron and grey plaster assembled into a hole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaka Academy. This brisk pace, I'm alone, so my parents are taking my stuff to my dorms. And there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. No expert nothing, but that looks quite nice. Won't complain. Although, why are the trees so blurry? I've noticed this like last time I played the game. All the trees seem to be blurry. I don't... It's like they're the best drawing ever and like make a really good building and then like not as good in trees. It's just kind of weird. Either way. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have. More like a park with a clean walkway going past trees. And the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. Feels words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's a new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few buildings look behind the leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my mind, or back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. Makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind and the green hues flashing around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again. How they're saying the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming colour. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building I surprise myself by realising why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back. Even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with the realisation set in my head, I open the front door. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. You must be Nikki? Nikai. So you are, excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Mutao? Can I call you Mumu? I'm gonna call him Mumu. Welcome. We exchanged a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, but he looks at his watch. The head nurse asked me for a brief check-in visit. There's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the centre of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the course? Oh yeah, that's something kind of cool about this game. Because that's the decision I did last time, so it kind of tells you have done that decision. So I guess it's pretty cool. I should know if you've done it or not, I guess. Would I want to introduce myself? Not really. But... I don't know, I did that lot, just like, yeah, of course. Yeah, so I mean, isn't that normal? I don't know, I can't tell what I would do in a real situation. Not for actually being there. Of course, but not everyone likes to be the centre of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right, that's no problem. Let's go then. Good old Moo Moo. My heart is pounding my chest and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. That's a good point. I hope this guy doesn't die from introducing himself. That would be kind of awkward. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as a classroom for class 3-3. Mutoy opens the door and enters. Good morning, A1. Sorry I'm late. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Oh, get grip, this is a big step. I know that, but there isn't any point in worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. Look at A1. I follow the teacher in my classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gaze of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious, the ceiling is usually high and there's lots of space left over around in between the desks. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the high old-fashioned windows only makes it seem larger. The students' desks are standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath. But there's no shelf. You liar! You liar, man! Oh dear, what's that guy? You really don't like it. I just can't go with that face. Look at him. Everyone else is pretty normal. She don't know what she's looking at. And that guy will go. Whatever, whichever one looks pissed. Ah, guy, uniform. Yeah. Still looks pissed. With a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stopped walking in front of the classroom facing our students. They all look like normal, like students in any other school, but then why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them. I mean, it's just not immediate obvious. I noticed that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of the right hand. It's a little jarring. Is that her? How can you notice? Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Hey, you got the same headband as old pissed off over there. Hello. I love the fact like most of the people in here, you know, you see now, and then they're never seen again. Little drawing, yeah. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hand as it will make her invisible. There is one boy with cane. Why is it telling me the stuff now? Was I not quick enough? I was laughing at some of the faces for a little bit. Anyway, look at that guy though. It's weird seeing someone so young with cane. Another girl seems to be marking some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glass. Is it? Yeah. And she looks back to whatever she's doing. That was him. She's kind of cute, so is the cheery looking girl with pink hair saying, yep, yeah, next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row has only one hand. I cringe a little but hide it by bowing in thanks to the applause I did not deserve. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, well, I miss out on a guy. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along with everyone even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring, this is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. Do tell them you ride motorcycles off cliffs. Might not believe it, but make an impression. I end up saying nothing and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied with what little I said, though a few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. Could have gone worse. Yes, a lot better than not introducing yourself, I remember that. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round, through one hand against the other wrist that ends in a bandaged gum. She should do that thing where you like clap one hand. I can't do it, but just saying. Makes me feel a little bad. Moo moo! We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, fine with me. That's good. You can work with Hakamitri? Yes? Maybe? She's the class representative. She can explain anything you want to know, and who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we'll be working groups of 3. It hits me I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Alright, Hakamichi is right over there. Shizune Hakamichi. Hello. As she calls that name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. I don't know. More brown than gold, but hey, whatever you like, man. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Ha 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 ha! Well, I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but... It just crosses out. I'm not Hakamichi, I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi. Shishan. What does Shishan mean? I don't know. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she's been staring at me the whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short yet carefully neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses, balanced at the tip of her dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. She immediately looks at Mishu, smiles and gives a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures. This is like the most awkward conversation, I feel like. Or at least introduction. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you. I feel it, man. I gotcha. I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? I understand why you would think I was Shishan. Shishan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. So, why are you here then? Why are you here? She's an imposter! I'm like an interpreter. She says nice to meet you too. Take off. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shishan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? Oh, dude, I really need to do voice acting. I feel like that's make my recording like a lot better. Just saying, but for now, just I'm gonna roll with it. Anyway, we knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't think you'd be here today so soon, Hichan, right? What the hell does Tishan mean? Yeah, Tishan, what? Did I say out loud? It just surprised I know like the nickname. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. I think it's like to do with Japanese, like senpai. I think. I don't really see how. It fits. You look just like I imagined. What the hell are you going on about? Haha, you really do look like a Hichan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly. Their hands are blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Shishan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there's anything you know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarise yourself with it. Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it hard stick out in an otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that'd be pretty helpful. Yeah, I've just kind of came straight to class today. That's no good. You should always try and learn as much as you can about where you're going before you get there. Not just for school either. Always, even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Hisham? Okay, sure. Knowing about where you're going? I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it. Half-heartedly, yeah. But anyway, I don't say anything. Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? Seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. You look down. You okay? Oh, you're like all sad. Like someone else is sad, now I must be sad. Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you failed a test. Good. Okay. Oh, and another thing, you don't have to call Shishan signs to form like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shishan. That's not much better. Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune? People? A little bit better. Yep, Shizune is fine. Okay, that'll be a lot easier for me. Yeah, yes, it is. I feel a lot more at ease, both of them seeming so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier, especially about Suzune, who I assumed would be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. Oh my god, she can read minds. Oh, alright, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Shishan will get mad. Wait. Okay. Do you mean Mumu? The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we don't want to finish it before the end of class. Haha, that too. Jizune glares at two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. After class we can walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day, okay? The assignment's actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finish it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Jizune and Misha are really capable. Quite different though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little bit more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bell rings, signalling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me in the hallway and down the stairs. We ascend even below the lobby where I meet Mumu. Sound the bomb. I feel like I should stop saying Mumu. But screw you guys! Just like everything else in the school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to class exterior. Okay, are those standard schools? Because I remember we had those. They were weird. Just saying. Just like anything in the school, the cafeteria seems very then modelling class exterior. Its big windows open the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Her enthusiastic statement, the obvious, makes people around us stare, but Misha don't seem to care, so he proceeds the line. There is a rather long list of menu options, which seems great, until I realise that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice, almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patient. I pick something at random and follow Jizune to a table, saying officer there. So I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat. Misha pokes me inside to get my attention and points at Shizune. Is it just Shizune? I don't know. But I should pay more attention in English. I don't understand sign, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite? Do you want to know something? What? About anything, we're your guys. If you should ask if there's something. I know everything. Ask about deafness, ask about library. Well, that one seems pointless, that one seems just kind of rude. So, yeah, I'm going to keep going after the library. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gone into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, then picks up her smile again. There is, it's in the second floor. We can show you it sometime. Thanks. I've turned them a food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Suzune sign back and forth very animately, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice a conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. Okay. We arrived in the classroom early, but we're not the first. Cool. I'm not too sure what that is. Wow, because I'm totally sus. The dark-haired girl I noticed before slumped over a desk in the last row. Like, oh. She jumps a little when Misha crashes in the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I feel a tension all the way from here, as if she was slowly turning into stone from our presence. Misha and Suzune either don't notice or don't mind it as they walk directly past her to the seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with her students, and finally the teacher. Getting in the rhythm of school feels strange, it's as if my brain remembers how it's done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's a long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I mean feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long the final bell rings. School is finally over today. I think about it, maybe it's because he, nearly died. Might be reason you're not feeling too good. 4 months ago. Perk up, man! Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Fortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Shan. We've got to hurry already since there is a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around, I'm sure of it. Oh wait, the teacher said something about having to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you it that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. We join the first students making their way down the stairway and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as us. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it's like it's actually part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Jan. It's for physical therapy, of course. That's official. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in hoping this will really be a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text Head Nurse and a nameplate. A voice from inside responds to my knock almost immediately. But I still can't make out. Hold on. Ah. Sounded like a bit like an invitation to open a door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils. There's at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Hello. Hello there, what can I do for you today? He's young looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash away that impression away when he smiles. You the nurse? So, do you not, open your eyes? Are you related to Brock from Pokemon? Just saying. He smells like a person who has heard the very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by name or just the nurse, like anyone else. Wait, what's his name? Of course, I shake off my confusion, realising I should probably grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student, and my classroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with elevation, he snaps his fingers. So you're that Nakai? I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? Oh my god, yes, he has an eye open. Revolutionary. He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yeah. Good, well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. They have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place I'm left wondering why he even said it. Yeah, just it's really weird to have so many medical people at school. You'll get used to it. I'm not sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now let me just find your file again. While he searches something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I left my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark grey laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a nurse's office. Even ridiculous educational posters are hanging up on all 4 walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from the stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills a morning and evening, where it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. I like boxing. I won't mind no boxing. Oh, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Oh, I'm afraid gonna have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really I'm not too bothered of him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never really did have a burning passion for the sport. I'll just have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by sudden concussion in the chest area? There's no mention of the cause in your papers. Yeah, death by girl probably won't be a nice one. Not exactly. I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. It's actually a serious expression. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. You have physical therapy and such available, as I said. I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks, or even light jogging, jump roping, that sort of thing. Swimming maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. Anyway, I'm sure you've been told this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself. Wags his finger to emphasise the point. No need really, I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay? He goes over my papers one more and then sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good, that's it. Come see me if you ever need anything. I mushed out before I realise it. A quick visit indeed. And having a look quick at the time. It's been quite a bit. So yeah, I'm going to call this an episode. So thanks everyone for watching and see you for another one. Bye.